How we going, guys? Lowy here, back on the water on another fishing trip. Just down Lake Macquarie, see what we can catch today. I'm going to put the drone in later and have a look around, check out a few sunken boats I found. Anyway, let's get into the fishing, hopefully we can catch something. Rightio, out we go, first cast. Be nice to catch on first throw, I'll tell you that much. Imagine ripping it out there and just getting a cracker. Sound, it doesn't look super promising, so I don't think that's going to happen. Rightio, we've hooked one straight away. Second cast. Got ourselves a brim. Whoa. Big fat brim too, don't worry. Absolute horse. Come here, mate. Check him out. Nice brim. That's just on the Z-Man Prawns Elite. They curl up all funny when you pick them up, brim. I don't know why, but they always hook their tails back around. Just something that they seem to do. Well, they do it for me anyway. Righto. We'll get him back in the water. Oh, get off. Oh well, off the donut straight away. Well, that's pretty good. Was a nice sized brim, straight off the donut. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come. Be nice to get a good haul. I think we've got westerlies, southwesterlies today. Not ideal for fish catching. I don't like those cold winds. Fish don't seem to rate them that much either. Sat me rod down. Look at this. There's a squid there trying to get me prawn. Hey mate, how are ya? Well, he definitely wanted the prawn. I've got a squid jig there rigged up, but I don't really want any more squid, so I just left him be. I was going to try and grab him with my hand, but he wised up to that pretty quick. Rightio, just quickly guys, want to say a big thank you to everyone that subscribed to the channel. Past 11,000 now, which is really good. Never expected it to be as big as what it is, so thank you very much for that. I've also opened up memberships if anyone wants to join. Just another way to help support the channel. I will eventually start doing some members only content. Also, I'll do some videos on there and just the regular videos. So it's nothing you have to do, but the option's there if you want it. Anyway, let's get back out there and get into the fishing. All right, we are on. Good head shakes. Doesn't feel like a bad fish. Just adjust that camera position. There's a bit of weight there, which is nice. Not sure if it's a dewy or a big flatty yet. It's one of the two. Here you going, mate. It's taking me for a dance up around the front of the boat. What do we got? Dewy? Little dewy. Nice dewy, just over legal. Good start, nice brim, and now a dewy. Unreal. Didn't take too long to get a decent fish. Got to be happy with that, eh? Beautiful. Absolutely love these fish. They put up a good fight on light gear, no matter the size. But they're just a really beautiful fish. Righto, champion. Let's get you back in the water. can't ask for a better start than that. Sun's not even up yet. Already got a dewy in the boat. Not huge, but another legal Lake Mac dewy. If it doesn't get too windy, we'll get that drone down in the water later too. Have to go motoring around back to where I found these boats the other day. I got to head a fair bit down south to get to them. But yeah, if it doesn't get too windy, I'll get down there and have a look. Anyway, back to the fishing. Well, it's absolutely perfect at the moment. Nice ripple on the water, still fairly low light. Not too much breeze. Good conditions to fish. It won't stay like that. There is forecast for wind. Reasonable amount as well, I think up over 20k. So good to get those couple of fish out the way early. Nice brim and a dewy. Flatties seem pretty quiet this morning, which is unusual. Something seems to have got them a bit quiet. Normally that first light period, that's all I can seem to catch, is just flatties. But they have been pretty good size. The last month, the fishing in the lakes really picked up, I think. You still have those days where it can be real quiet. Get a bite early and then it just stops. But caught some unreal flatties. A couple of dewies. Lots of decent sized brim. And plenty of squid, and all the squid seem to be pretty big. Can only hope today that we pick up a few more nice size ones. Keep putting in the casts, sure we'll catch something else. Well, I think we're on to our first flatty. By no means a big one, but it's legal. Bit risky poling in with a vibe. Absolutely scoffed it. That'll be a retie for sure. So I'll let this flatty go. Retie that leader. We'll get back in the water. Nice easy one to get out. Thanks for coming to say g'day. Rightio, so just retied that knot there. It was a bit scuffed up. One of the last videos I did, I think it was the last one, but maybe the one before that, I tied a loop knot on there and I had heaps of questions about the loop knot. So what I'll do is I'll retie another one to show you. I can't remember what sort of loop knot it is, but I'll just tie it on a jig head. I'll use 50 pounds, that's a little bit easier to see. And I'll put the camera on the neck mount, so you're looking at it front on. So basically it'll be like what you can see. Rightio, so first thing you do, just tie like basically a granny or an overhand loop in that line. Through the eye, back through that loop there, then you come over the top and through that gap, pull it down, then you hold this section there and push that left tag end out. So when you push that tag end out, you go underneath there and that locks it in. You can wet the loop, it slides down a bit easier. Just give it a pull everywhere, make sure it's all tight, trim the end off, and that's basically it. It gives you like a fixed loop knot. Well, hopefully it doesn't look too bad through the camera, but that's how I tie that loop knot anyway. So the loop doesn't slide up or down, it just stays the same size. It's always worked really good for me. I've probably been using that for like, I don't know, 30 years. That's why I can't remember what it's called. It just worked, I never stopped using it, so it's kind of like an FG knot. Once you learn how to tie the FG, there's pretty much just no going back. It's easily the best knot to tie in this sort of line. Takes a bit of getting used to, but yeah, there's just no going back once you can tie it. Goes through the guide so much better. Rarely snaps when you snag off. Alright, I've just moved in a little bit closer to the bank. Breeze is starting to pick up out there. Oh yeah, I got one on. I don't know how big it is. I think it's very big. Nah, it's coming at me heaps easy. Oh, it's legal. He's just swing it in. Another legal one anyway. Hey, settle down, mate. He's straight off the sand, that one. Nice light colour. Get out of here. Right, I've just changed the lure over just to an 85mm fish trap vibe in like a gold colour. Try something a little bit smaller. There's a bit of bait around, but not much happening fish catching wise. That's the lure there. So I'll try something just a bit smaller. You never know. Well, I've pinned a squid on the vibe. It's got no mates with him, but like I said earlier, I don't really want the squid. But we did manage to fool this guy. Nice looking squid. We'll get him back in before he starts inking everywhere. See ya, mate. Nice to meet ya. You can feel them slowly sucking away at your lure. You go to lift it, there's a bit of resistance, and it sort of drops off. Then you let it go back to the bottom, you lift it again, you can feel it again. Telltale sign of a squid. You can just give it a quick rip if you think it's going to have hold of it. And a lot of the times with a vibe, you'll actually pin it with one of those trebles. I've been whacked by something on the prawn. Probably a flatty, maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, another flatty, another legal. Oh. There we go, another nice flatty. Good pattern on it. That's a nice legal fish. We don't want it, but got plenty at home. Thanks for coming to say good day, mate. Enjoy your arvo. Right, we've hooked up again. Feels like another flatty, I think. Yeah, another nice flatty. Oh, that's the best one so far, flatty wise. There's a nice flatty. What I have noticed is they're really cold. So this fish, where it's been sitting, the water's, yeah, it's absolutely freezing down there. Anyway, we'll let him go and try and warm up. He's probably happy to be in the sun, but he can go and enjoy the rest of his day and get fatter. Thanks, buddy. Right, a quick move of spots. Jag something. Doesn't feel like it's hooked properly. Whatever it is. What is it? Ha! Flatty hooked in the side. Ah well, ticks another one off the list. At least it should be a pretty easy release if I can get the pliers on the treble. Well, now he's gone and hooked himself again. Oh, there we go. Thanks, mate. Right, 2 casts later, I'm on again. Feels just like another flatty. At least this quick move paid off, a couple of bites. About 4 casts for 2 fish. What do we got? Just another legal. Oh, he might drop off this one. No, he stayed on. Pretty lucky that fella hung on. He's only just hanging on by 1 hook. See ya, mate. Rightio, well the bite's shut down and the wind's picked up a little bit. So I'm going to head down south. I found a couple of what they appear to be boats, I think, that I've seen on the side imaging. So I'm going to go down south, get the drone in the water and have a bit of a squiz, see what sort of boats they are and if there's anything around them. So hang about and I'll meet you down there. So I made my way down south, chucked the drone in the water. First thing I noticed when it got down was how murky the water was. There was heaps of sediment floating around. There'd been a few windy days prior, and obviously that had stirred up the bottom quite a bit. There was heaps of fish around this boat, mainly just trumpeter. There was a few other odd fish there as well, little yellow and black striped things. I'm not sure what they are, but it looks like some sort of half cabin. All the boats I seem to find down there never have any motors on them either.
So I'd say they've probably just been sunken on purpose more than likely. Inside the cabin there was a couple of luderick just cruising around having a bit of a look. Old mate left his bucket in the boat. But as you can see, really dirty in the water. This is what the bottom looks like when you get away from all those hard shells. It's just pretty much soft sand and silt. Absolutely no structure there at all for the fish. But you can see I'm coming upon that wreck there, but you can't see it until you get right on top of it. Here's up the side, more of those little trumpeter. They seem to be everywhere in the lake down around those wrecks. Visibility was absolutely terrible. It's amazing they can even see your lures down the bottom sometimes. All those particles floating in the water. Didn't see any lures on there at first glance. The leather jacket there coming into frame for a bit of a look. Brim coming out the window. Looks like this wreck's been down there for a while. Plenty of fish swimming around it. Like I said, stacks and stacks of those trumpeter. And a lot of fish you catch and gut have got those little trumpeter in them. So it's obviously a staple food source for those fish. Windscreen's been knocked out of it. They seem to congregate around the front of the boats quite a fair bit. Especially those wrecks that are in about sort of 8 to 10 metres. That's a real good spot for them. And the taller ones, they love just getting right under the front there. Interesting looking boat anyway. It's definitely been down there for a while. Got the leather jacket there having a bit of a peek. Probably thinking, what's this guy doing down here? Does make a little bit of noise, the drone, so I'm surprised it doesn't scare him off. It's got about 5 motors on it. And it does sound quite loud. They seem pretty calm, the leather jacket. Every place I've found them, like Coween Creek down the Hawkesbury, they're the same. They're pretty chilled out. Doesn't seem to bother them too much. There's quite a lot of growth on that boat. Good fish holding structure anyway. Plenty of places for little ones to hide. The boat wasn't overly big. Maybe 4.5, 5 metres tops, I think. The old puffer fish having a cruise on by. Bit of a swim by. That's coming in through the back of the boat there. Like I said, no motor on it. That's probably been taken off and then the boat dumped. Lots of crap in the boat. They've been down there a while. Heaps of sand and sediment settled in it. So I'd say after a while, things like that, or the smaller boats just get buried. That's the drone just cruising along the bottom of the lake. As you can see, not much down there. It's pretty barren. No fish holding structure. This is coming up on another boat here. See a blackfish into frame. Just looks like a little renegade or something like that. It's a little fishing boat. All bar a couple of the hatch panels have been taken out too, which you'll see shortly. It's been down there a long time as well, judging by how much stuff's on it. And once you get up inside the boat, you'll see how much sand and silt and that has settled on the floor. A couple of fish cruising over the top. This one was in about, I don't know, 4 to 5 metres, I think. Yeah, those panels, 2 of the panels at the back have been taken out. Probably one to get the fuel tank out. But look how much stuff settled in the floor in this boat. Goes to show how long it's been there. Up the front corner there, it's almost filled up to the cast deck. All the hatch lids have been taken off there. They're all filled up as well. Good place for the small fish to hide, I guess. You can see a couple there under the cast deck on the left. just chilling out. But every place the drone goes down the lake looks very much similar. Heaps of stuff floating around in the water. Visibility's poor no matter where you take it, unless you go out to the channel. But anywhere in the lake, there's just heaps of sediment in the water, just floating around. It might not seem like much tide in the lake at all, but you can see by how fast that's moving that there is actually a bit of current down underneath. A couple of luderick there chilling out, having a good time. This one's coming in for a bit of a sticky beak. Nope, off he goes. They're another fish that's not very camera shy. They always come in for a bit of a look. They're not too bothered either by the drone. There they are, all at the front of the boat. Every boat's the same, they all sit at the front there. Seems to be the ideal spot for them.
Righto guys, well that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Bit of fishing, bit of underwater stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.